What is up, guys? The E.L.T. Nation here, and today's video is a pretty crazy one. I hope you guys enjoy it. And let's just start this. So today's story all takes place back in 2018. Around this time, I was actually participating in the Savvy program in our area, which was a summer program that ran for a month and a half. And also around this time, we were actually in the world of work portion of this program. So basically, it all starts off just like a normal day. It was the last day of the program, and then after that, the next day we would basically be getting our awards. But this was on a Thursday, the last day. We went downstairs for breakfast, and then after that, I basically traveled over to a local shoe store for my last day of work. And that was normal, no complaints there. And then after work, we did a talent show. That was also fine. Nothing to talk about there. I basically just sung the song Earned It by The Weekend. But skipping towards nighttime, because that's where the whole craziness takes place. So at around 9:45 p.m., everybody in the program had to go to checkout, which was this thing where they would do their speeches on what they did for the day and what they enjoyed most about their day. And we had that every weekday. But since it was the last day there, we basically had our final speech that night. So after that was over, it was around 15 minutes. We went back upstairs to our rooms and started preparing for bed because we had to get up early the next day and get our rewards. So I went into my room, and I remember specifically I was in the middle of writing a comment on someone's video that I really liked when I heard three loud bangs on my dorm room door. And they did not sound like polite knocks either. They sound like very angry knocks. So I opened the door, and one of the staff members of my dorm, Mr. Robert, he actually came into my room, grabbed me, took me out in the hallway, and told me to come with him. And I actually went out into the hallway up to the elevator, not knowing what to expect because I didn't know what was going on, so I was confused. And I then find out that someone has actually pushed the elevator button, the help button on the elevator, the emergency help button, and they thought I had something to do with this because they got a report saying that somebody did so. And I don't know to this day if they ever checked the security footage or not. I never found out. But they thought I had something to do with this. And I got in the elevator and they started showing me where all the buttons were. The button to like go up and down, which did not make any sense because I've actually been using that elevator 3 years prior to this event even taking place. So it just didn't make any sense to me. And also, I've actually been using elevators ever since I was a child. And it was crazy. And I really didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what to say. I even tried to explain to them when I when they grabbed me and tried going into the elevator that I did not do this. And they didn't believe me at first. And it wasn't until we got down to the basement floor where we had all our events that would take place down there that they were convinced that I wasn't the one who did this because I actually spoke up and suspected that someone else might have pushed the emergency help button in the elevator. I don't know if this person was someone that I knew, like a fellow student of mine pushed the elevator button as they were going up or down the elevator. I don't I don't know when they did this, but I did not hear anything go off when I got off the elevator. All I did was I got off and went to my room, and that was it. I didn't hear them like push the emergency help button at all. So yeah, still some unanswered questions there. But after he was convinced that I wasn't the one who did this, and he actually agreed with me because I've actually been to this program and actually used their elevator before, and I knew where their emergency help button was, but I would never use it unless it was an emergency. So they took us back upstairs. They took me back upstairs, and they guided me back to my room where I was staying throughout the program, and they ended the conversation by saying, "Have a good night." And I don't know anything else about this event other than they grabbed me and they took me on the elevator, suspected that I was the one who pushed the emergency help button, when in fact that was not even true. And I don't know if they even checked the security camera footage there. When I feel like it, they should have, and they would have found the real culprit behind the whole thing. But anyways, the whole situation ended up being dealt with, as far as I know, and that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure to like, and I am out of here. Peace out.